Hey guys, so I'm just going to get the update done early today. Lots of action today, lots of bearish action today. And I'm going to take a look at AMC and BlackBerry and a few others. Now I need some new stocks to focus on. What's the next hot stocks? I'll find a few per day that I see that seem to be trending and making a lot of movement. But you guys send me a message on Instagram, or if you really want a specific stock me to analyze, go to my link tree and you can submit it there. So let's take a look at AMC. I was mentioning this and it broke these resistance areas, but without any follow through, and it was just a fake out. Let's see, where did it break this? This was a high of 64.71 and the high of today was 64.96. So just a slight break. And when you break by that minimal amount and you don't hold above the support, it's called a fake out. So bulls got faked out thinking it's going to go higher and only to sell off. And the volume is dropping off a little bit, 241 million, which is still a ton of volume, by the way. But I mean, right now, and I was mentioning, I didn't really like this because big upper wicks of profit taking every single day, very clear resistance area, too far from the red line on the weekly. Going to be too far from the red line on the monthly if this held up for the month. The red line would be all the way down here. And I don't really like it. It was looking like a potential cup and handle. But, I mean, ultimately, here's the key. The big volume spikes tend to signal tops and bottoms. And AMC had this big volume spike the day it hit $72. And it's never been able to pass that high as of now. So it's very clear that this candlestick created a very big resistance area and that has been unable to pass. Let's look further. BlackBerry, terrible, this stock. It's just a dud. I don't think it's going anywhere, guys. Sorry, I was hyping it up a little bit, getting too excited. It's just I like BlackBerry as a company. It's a Canadian company, and I believe in it. And I thought it would rock it with GameStop and AMC, but top second trending stock, but man, terrible. And it's the same thing. Really, that big volume spike was the same day as AMC. And since then, just been really severe selling pressure. And I'm sure a lot of people are sitting in the red up there. So as of now, the way it's looking, not looking too great. It's starting to look like a bear flag. Bounced off this support right to the red line. We tested the green line today, which is the 8-day moving average. Then we sold off and we ended the day around the 20 exponential moving average. This looks like a bear flag. That big volume spike is concerning. Guys, I don't know if this one's going to play out. Apple, bit of upper wick both days now in a row. Fairly high volume today. So interesting. This is a pretty clear resistance area from before, which was a support area, has now become a resistance area on Apple. So keeping an eye on that. It is still a potential bearish head and shoulders on the weekly. And the last time Apple had any similar of a pattern, and this weekly doesn't really look great to me. Bulls are really trying to defend this support, obviously. And if they're unable to, I don't think it's going to do very well. But the last time I seen a similar pattern on Apple was, I think it was right here. Look at that. Bit of a bearish head and shoulders. And it dumped. It lost almost 50% of its value. It dropped from a high of around, $58 to a low of around $35. And that's a small bearish head and shoulders. Look at this one. Scary. So, listen, hey, who knows what's going to happen for sure? I don't want to scare you. I don't like this pattern. It was looking like a potential breakout, and yeah, but now, I don't know. I still lean bearish. I've got a bearish mindset. So most of the time, if I get bullish, it's usually only temporarily bullish. I'm usually more bearish than bullish. So we're seeing that on Apple. Amazon continue to rock it, but just higher and higher volume. Now, I don't know if this is the volume peak yet, but we did get a bit of upper wick of profit taking. We're a bit far from the red line, and it broke yesterday's high without any follow through, and it was unable to pass the all-time high as of now, which should almost be like a quadruple top if it's unable to pass that area. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 times where it's kind of getting somewhat close to this area and it's rejecting. But as of now, we haven't rejected, but we shall see. I think Amazon and Shopify, they've been really squeezing lately, and I think that may have some part to do with the new variant of COVID that they're talking about, Delta variant, and I guess there's probably fears that that's going to cause another lockdown. So that's why stocks and some e-commerce stocks like Shopify and Amazon, which are the big dogs, they're squeezing. And I think it has something to do with that. So I would not be buying here. Look at Shopify. Look at this massive volume spike. Could it possibly pass the all-time high? It's possible. It could also be a double top. And, or it could fake out above that all-time high. But either way, I think a pullback is due, especially because of this volume spike and especially because of how far it is from the 4-day moving average, the red line. Tesla is somewhat holding up, but it's in this kind of triangle pattern. Bulls are really trying to hold this support. Very clear resistance area over here on Tesla. And if you look at it, it is a potential bearish head and shoulders right here. Shoulder, head, potential other shoulder. So bulls don't want to break this area for sure because that is a very critical support area down here. Very, very critical. Because if it breaks that, there's really no support to the low 400s, mid to low 400s, and even high 300s. So bulls do not want to let this go. Doesn't look great to me. I'm a Tesla bear. I remain a Tesla bear. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon, if ever. ATAI, is that how you say it? ATAI, Life Sciences, psychedelic drug company, just came out, listed today. I didn't really look too much into the company. I think they have a stake in Compass Pathways, which is another psychedelic drug company that's listed on the U.S. markets. Red flags here. Came out, first thing, opened high, big volume, shot up for the first 10 minutes, big upper wick of profit taking, and sold off and then broke the low of the first candle. And that's really the big red flag here because now all these people who bought here and here, which is the most volume in these two candlesticks, they're all sitting in the red now and they're all bag holding. And you could see the low of these candles became a resistance. So now we have a very clear resistance area here. Because of this big volume spike at these higher prices, I would exercise caution for sure. I'm going to end that video here. I'll do a video on the indexes and on crypto as well. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and check out my course because I'm going to teach you so much more. Keep adding value to it. And also, remember, this is not investment advice. I have my own thoughts and opinions, not telling you in any way what you should do with your money. I'm just reading the charts to the best of my ability. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.